that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the UAB Blazers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And now from the pistol formation. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the mark.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Looks right for a quick completion. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Bulls are on the move here. They'll run it here. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Important third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that 1st down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And the ball is picked off. Not much on the return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Boy, a costly mistake here by the quarterback. Forces that ball into coverage, and the defense comes up with the interception. Hate to see the game start off like this for this offense.
1st down here for this offense. Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? It's a short completion to the big tight end. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down. And the Blazers come to the line to run the hurry-up. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a 1st down. That's a gutsy call by this coach at this stage of the game in this field position. But it works.
Yeah, they roll the dice here early in the game, and it works out because if they don't convert there, boy, the opposing offense starts in great field position.
And they hand it off to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And the running back takes the handoff. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. 3rd down coming up after that running play. Can he get there on the ground? And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the 1st possession. A running play called on 4th down. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
This is a great toss play for the 1st down. One of the things I love about this play is you get the ball to the back's hands, and now you allow him to see the defense, kind of stretch the defense out, and then get north and south and pick up a 1st down.
That's an important 1st down on that running play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a 1st down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, South Florida. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team pens him in and brings him down. The UAB offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? At the 20. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping him out of the end zone.
He'll hand it off.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up.
South Florida 7, UAB 0.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, USF. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Blazers offense retakes the field now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Receiver in motion now. Here's the handoff on the jet sweep. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this is the risk you take when you run this play. Sometimes it works, sometimes it backfires. And this time it backfires on the offense by going backwards for a tackle for a loss.
So behind the 6, 2nd and long from their 14. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Good as he gets the pass away. And is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Second down after the incompletion. He'll hand it off. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on third down? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down.
Now, fourth down.
So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. And the field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the UAB offense back out there. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Here's the handoff. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. And the pass is batted down, broken up on fourth down. What a play.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and the play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Hand off to the single back. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And on the carry, he's heading left. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The Bulls are going to cash in here in the red zone. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Catch made on the out route. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Bulls offense is on the move now. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The offense is back out on the field now. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
They went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And the Blazers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And looking for a big play here. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. And he's got some open field ahead. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. 2nd down, looking to throw it. He'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, South Florida.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Blazers offense retakes the field now. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Pass hauled in inside the 15. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9. First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Blazers. Coach makes the decision to go for a two-point conversion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Intercepted in the end zone.
The two-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. South Florida, 31. UAB, 6.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
The USF offense is back out there now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Looking for the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there. Maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pass caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, USF.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the UAB offense back out there. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. Physical one, breaking tackles. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Gets some space around the 30. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Somewhat conservative call, but content to take this lead into the locker room. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Bulls will kick this away to start the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the UAB offense will take over. First and 10.
The UAB offense is back out on the field now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They stop him right at the 24.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game. The Blazers looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Takes the ball and heads to the left. They'll stop him on a small gain here. Tried to run for it on third and long and came up well short. Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's hit as he throws it. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. And now the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? He hands it off from the gun.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down.
Let's go.
And he'll set up to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Makes the defender miss. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Well, that's exactly why you dial up a screen. Defense is overcommitting to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
The Bulls looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal.
3:25.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Bulls. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. The Blazers offense retakes the field now. Remember last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Important second down play coming up. And the tailback's got it again. They bring him down right at the 20.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. They're going to run it here. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
That's how you know an offense. Really believes in the offensive line. You get to fourth down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, get the yards you need, and you extend this drive with that first down.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And the Blazers looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
6-9-1, Gators score.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Hands off to the left. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
And that is a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. They're going to run it. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Roll it.
They'll hand it off. He's found some room at the 45. That's a huge gain, grabbing momentum as the 3rd period expires.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter play. With the score, South Florida 45, UAB.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
Jackrabbit. Ready.
The back's got it. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. The offense going with the hurry up. They'll try the right here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. No problem. Knocks it right through. So they get the 3 points, but this remains a large deficit.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
I believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Bringing pressure. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up 4th down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Field goal try, no good. He missed it. That's just a minor blip in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they're moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead he shanks it.
They'll test the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Blazers will crank up the tempo. Sticking with the running game. Makes the catch for the defense. Breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Powering through. Now the screen doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's fourth down. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. The Blazers keep the football on the move.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on fourth down and 1, they might be just trying to jaw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the runner takes off to his right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zero in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
And now another deep ball here. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop.
What a great job by this defense. Really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense. You work that clock, and you see your victory.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Eludes. It's tremendous toughness here. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Same tailback, another carry. Fighting him off. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be four down territory, but let's see what the call is here. They'll try to run for the first down.
Well, why not, Chris? These guys have been doing it all year. This offensive line has been a staple, and this back has the vision to be able to find that crease to get the first down, and you're that much closer to advancing.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance, cannot win.